Hello everyone, today we have new video review, and as you can see this time we have a chance to check new kit from Modelcollect. But first let me invite you to check other video review with different kit from the same manufacturer, which you can find here in our YouTube channel, and also of course here you can find our website with detailed review articles in Russian and English. So as I said, we have here today another 1/72 scale model kit from Modelcollect, and it copies E-50 medium tank with 88 gun and middle turret. As you can see on the front side we have this nice box art, then there is some information about the kit, about the manufacturer, and that's pretty much all. I mean, it's a typical packaging for this manufacturer, so nothing different, nothing unusual. Even the design and the box structure is the same. Inside we find all necessary parts. As you can see, some of the sprues are not packed into the plastic bag and some of them are. So let's start from this, which was lying on the top. Here you can see that we have top hull part and also some turret parts for this tank. As you can see, turret has separately molded hatches and it should be movable of course, but the choice will be up to you. And note that the top hull part has a separate engine bay cover, so maybe you can even open it on your model and expose the engine, which should be included into this kit. Now just give me a second to open the plastic bag so that we can check what's hidden there. Okay, so we start from the top sprue, which is dedicated to the, as you can see here, rear armor wall. Also the counterweight for the gun barrel, and here we have the gun mantlet covers and the rear hatch for the tower. So everything is molded in quite nice quality, and here I want to show you that one of the hatches has internal detailing, so you might position it open on your model and it should look quite nice in such small size. And here you can see the rear armor wall, which is molded together with mud flaps or fenders and the separate track links. But here you can see that exhausts are molded separately, so you will have to attach them, but it's very nice parts division because you can weather exhausts separately and then just install them on the tank. And next we have another plastic sprue. Here we have some of the turret parts. As you can see, the same level of detailing, and here we have the gun mask and the counterweight for the gun barrel. Next we have separate plastic sprue for the engine bay. Here you can see all the plastic parts which should be used for the engine assembly. So as I said before, you can open the engine bay and expose everything that is hidden there. I mean, the detailing, as you can see, is more than enough for the 72nd scale, and with some careful weathering you can get an even more attractive result, I would say even more realistic result. So it will be up to you how you will finish your model. Next we have two similar plastic sprues. Here is one, here is the second one. They are absolutely identical, so I will show you only one. Here it is. As you can see, here we have different parts for the suspension. For example, here we have road wheels, idlers, and here you can even find the exhaust and some other external elements. For example, drive sprocket should be assembled out of two parts, and everything is molded quite nicely. Note that exhaust cover is molded separately, which is also quite nice parts division, I would say. It should come useful for some weathering ideas. And here you can see parts closer. Excellent molding quality. I don't see any possible problems. The only thing which I faced before when I was assembling E-50 in my previous build article is this. As you can see, attachment points are positioned between drive sprocket teeth, and it will be a bit tricky to separate those parts from the sprue. But I think if you are eager enough to assemble such small tank, you should be ready for such issues. Next we have another two absolutely identical plastic sprues. As you can see, they are dedicated to the tracks. And I can say that it's quite nice improvement over previous vinyl parts which were included in the like kits they were released before. And of course such elements should be easier to paint and weather, and they should look more realistic on the tank. So bravo, it's a nice idea to include those parts into the kit. Next we have another sprue which wasn't packed into the plastic bag. Here you can see some of the hull parts. For example, we have side skirts, we have the engine bay hatch, we have some internal parts, also towing ropes, some, for example, here is small machine gun, and some of the Pioneer tools here. Molding quality is still on the same level. Moreover, for example, engine cover should be upgraded with help of PE parts. And here you can see closer all those parts. Next we have one piece hull part. As you can see, it's molded like this. Of course, we saw in the beginning of this article or video review the rear armor wall, which should be installed separately, and of course suspension arms should be also installed separately. Otherwise it's quite nice molding quality, and I hope there won't be any problem with fitment of this part together with top hull half. Next we have, just give me a second, Decal Sheet. It's also a generic decal sheet for Modelcollect German tanks. I hope that in the future we will see something, let's say, more specific, which will be useful for the particular versions of the tanks. I mean, this tank, this kit should be featuring some of the marking options, at least one as far as I remember, but I mean, come on, it is possible to include more of them. So here is assembly manual, which is finished in form of this typical Modelcollect brochure. We have here short history note, then comes the parts map, assembly process starts, and one marking option, as I said before. In total you will have to perform 14 steps in order to get a nice German tank. And last but not the least is this small plastic bag with some extras for the fine detailing of the small tank. Just give me a second to remove them. So here we have metal barrel, one plastic sprue, second plastic sprue, and the third plastic sprue. So it's quite a nice addition, I would say, and you have all those parts out of the box. You don't have to buy them separately, so you can get a nice, let's say, fine detailing on your small tank without buying and spending extra money. So that's all for this video review. As usual, I will be happy to see your comments about this kit, your opinion about this kit. Share it with us in the comment section below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video review as usual.